Thank you. I know where all the freedom lovers are today. I am truly honored to speak to you with all of these other Second Amendment supporters who fight in their own way every day for your and my right to defend ourselves, to enjoy our favorite pastimes, and to exercise our constitutional authority. I'm a longtime hunting and shooting enthusiast, and I've always believed deeply in the need for strong gun rights. But let me tell you, as a new mom, my determination to protect my family is greater than ever. And that's why I find it so offensive when other men, invariably liberal Democrats, think they can tell me how best to defend myself against other men, whether that's on a college campus or some other so-called gun-free zone or in my own home. So no, Joe Biden, I will not just take a shotgun and fire it aimlessly off my back porch into the dead of night to ward off predators. Primarily because that's illegal in most places, but also because I don't like to waste ammo. Or get this one, in Colorado, there's a state representative who thinks that all a woman should be allowed to defend herself with is a rape whistle. Because, quote, you don't know if you feel like you're going to be raped. That's coherent. Also in Colorado, the University of Colorado suggests that instead of allowing campus carry laws, girls should simply vomit or urinate on their attackers. I don't even need a punchline for that one. I like to think that I fight for gun rights by keeping the media honest, which, believe me, when it comes to guns, is an uphill battle. There is no issue about which the media is more opinionated and less informed than on guns. Take some recent example. During the riots in Ferguson, one journalist took a picture of orange foam earplugs that we all use for shooting and hunting and tweeted it saying, "I think these are rubber bullets. Can anyone confirm?" At least I give that guy credit for asking. On CNN, where I work, one anchor claimed he easily bought an automatic weapon in a store until he was corrected by his own guest that that was probably illegal. Now, no one considers Rolling Stone a bastion of good journalism anymore. But back in July, readers called their list of the 5 most dangerous guns, quote, the worst piece of journalism of all time. Why? Well, for one, it listed handguns, rifles, and shotguns, otherwise known as all guns. For another, it singled out derringers as particularly dangerous. When was the last time you heard someone commit a crime with a derringer? MSNBC host Joe Scarborough apparently doesn't know what the NRA does. Back in 2013, he said the NRA opposing gun control wasn't about Second Amendment rights. It was about gun manufacturers making millions and millions and millions of dollars. First of all, he's right. The firearms industry is doing very, very well. Thank you very much. In fact, the gun industry contributes more than $33 billion to the US economy and supports about 220,000 jobs, which is double the North American payrolls of General Motors. So you're welcome, Joe Scarborough. But secondly, the NRA doesn't represent gun manufacturers. The NRA represents me and you. Its power doesn't lie in corporate contributions. Its power lies in its members. Gallup found that 54% of Americans have a favorable opinion of the NRA. That's better than Obama's approval rating. Heck, that's even better than MSNBC's approval rating. According to a recent poll, only 14% of Democrats think MSNBC is trustworthy. Piers Morgan, though, puts everyone else to shame. He once berated a gun rights advocate on his television program for his inappropriate defense of the Second Amendment. Piers said, quote, "You come in, you brandish your little book as if I don't know what's in that." The little book happened to be the Constitution of the United States. The good news is not very many people saw Piers's sad display. What's worse, though, than these self-fashioned personalities not getting gun rights is that even journalists seem totally unconcerned that they routinely get gun facts wrong. The next time you meet a journalist, ask him his opinion of guns and then ask him to define an assault rifle. You'll think you just asked him to divide pi by 13.9. While you're at it, ask him to explain what the gun show loophole is. He can't, because there isn't one. Or ask the Washington Post headline writers what they meant by high-capacity ammunition. Or the Politico headline writers what high-capacity weapons are. These are journalism outfits. The least we should ask of them is to get basic facts straight. Look, it's easy to make fun of the media for its ignorance about guns, but it's no laughing matter when the media makes targets out of gun owners. In 2012, a New York newspaper published the names and addresses of law-abiding gun owners in 2 counties for no other reason than to imply that these people were to be feared and condemned. The media is supposed to be the watchdogs of the state. When journalists instead set their sights on law-abiding citizens, they have totally shed any last pretense of objectivity and responsibility. And one has to wonder, would this kind of intimidation against lawful actions be tolerated if the targets were voters? Would we allow newspapers to publish the names and addresses of people who voted Democrat or Republican? Of course not. But when it comes to the media, there is little or no daylight between law-abiding gun owners and pariahs. Literally, for one MSNBC host, lawmakers who vote against gun control are responsible for gun crimes, not the criminals. For another on CBS, taking on the NRA is like taking on the Nazis. It's a really sad state of affairs in my business, but luckily the ignorance and arrogance of many in the media are not the majority view on guns in the rest of the country. But I promise you this, there are people out there in the media who are just like you, who are representing your views and keeping the rest of the liberal media honest. I will never stop fighting for your gun rights. And I know you will never stop fighting for mine. The NRA is on your side, the facts are on your side, the Constitution is on your side, and I am on your side. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the meetings.